Hello everyone, Catweazle here, welcome to the channel and welcome back to our playthrough of Mansions of Madness 2nd edition and the scenario Rising Tide, where we're just about to start episode 11. Don't think there were any major problems with the last turn, so we're just going to crack on. So let's move into the investigator phase. And here we are at the investigator phase. And who's going to go first? Well, let's have Harvey go first. So he's going to use an action, and what he's going to do is he's going to move. So he's going to go 1 into here, and for his second action he's actually going to explore. He's not going to talk to the dog, not quite yet. So when I say talk to the dog, I obviously mean he is going to interact with the dog. But yes, his second action is actually going to explore. So let's find out what's in here. A lock has been broken off the worn door. Well, that should help. Explore. This warehouse contains neat stacks of crates. Place the warehouse tile as indicated, then discard this explore token. Righto, let's just carry on a little. The sudden clatter of falling boxes startles you. Zadok Allen leans heavily against the back wall, watching you with wild eyes. Place Zadok Allen as indicated. Oh, wonder what he's doing. The dust is disturbed near another small pile of crates. Place a search token as indicated. Some of these boxes could be used as a barricade for the door should the need arise. Place a barricade as indicated. You may move 1 space into the explored area. Right, I'll just set this up and then I shall be back in a moment. Okay, here we are. I've turned the board around slightly, so that's why it's in this sort of configuration. So we've still got Harvey here. He is just about to move into here. But these are the crates for the barricade, this is the search token, and Zadok is here in the top corner. And there goes Harvey, he's going to step into this warehouse. Right, so that is it for Harvey. So next up it is Joe Diamond. And here we are with Joe. So for his first action he's going to move as well. And he's going to move into here, but he's not going to talk to Blake. He's going to talk to he's going to interact, he's going to explore. So let's go over here. Whoop, there we are. Press that. Blake stands in the way of opening the door, watching your every move. It would not be wise to search his office in front of him. Oh, right. So we didn't do that then. So we moved 1 there. It'd be a waste of a move if we just moved back. So we may as well speak to him. Detective Blake looks up from his file. What do you want? He sounds tired. So we could try to peek at the file in his hand, or have you noticed anything strange around here? I'm going to do the have you noticed anything strange around here again. We haven't done it for a while. Strange, let me see. Bunch of nosy strangers turning over every stone and questioning every civilian they come across. Sounds strange to you? I should have just looked at his file, shouldn't I? That is it, is it? So we'll spend our other action. And we're just going to have to come out, aren't we? So we'll go 1, 2. We're going to have to go in this door to find out what's in here. So that is it for Joe. That is it for the investigator phase. Next up is the Mythos phase. And here we are, the Mythos phase. Let's get rid of the investigator phase. The cobblestones underfoot are rounded and uneven from time's passage, or perhaps malicious assemblage. This Mythos event affects the investigator in an alley, which is Joe, or a street with the lowest observation, where it's Joe. Perhaps I shouldn't have gone out into the street. You stumble over an errant stone. It's an agility test and we need 2 successes. Fortunately, he has 5 agility. So let's give her a roll. Come on, Joe. What have we got here? Well, we've got 2 successes there, so that's great. If you pass, you fall to your knees, but without major harm. Suffer 1 face down damage. So we still get a damage. Yeah, it's doing a lot of this, the game now. Just giving you damage. Whatever. So 1 face down damage to Joe. Fortunately, he's pretty tough. Right, so we've done that. We didn't fail, so we can just continue. And we're back in the investigator phase. Just set that up, won't be a moment. And here we are back at the investigator phase. So who is going to go first? Well, we may as well have Harvey go first. So he's going to spend 1 of his actions to move. And he's going to move into here. And for his second action, he's going to search that token. Remember, he still has a movement point over. The dust around these crates has been disturbed. Search. You brace your shoulder against the stack of crates and throw your weight against them. Blimey, Harvey. So this is a strength test. He's got a strength of 3, which I don't suppose too bad. Go on, Harv. And he gets 2 successes. What a beast. 1, 2. Confirm. Underneath the crates, you are surprised to find a small item. Gain the sedatives common item. Hopefully this helps out with horror. Then discard this search token. Let's have a look at sedatives. Just dig it out. Have we got lucky? So, sedatives. At the start of your turn, you may discard 3 damage and 3 horror. If you do, discard this card and end your turn. So we basically give up a whole turn, because you've got to do it at the start of your turn. Discard the card and then end your turn. But yeah, we will keep that. That could be very useful indeed. Especially if we get one of those condition cards where it says, you know, I think, is it dazed or something like that, where you only get 1 go anyway. Ha 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 ha. So you can use it then. Right, so continue. That's that. And he's still got 1 movement point left. Oh, we've got to get rid of that. So he's going to move up here because he's going to have a chat with Zadok later on. Right, that's it for Harv. Let's zoom in a bit on Joe Diamond. And here we are with Joe. Okay, he's going to spend 1 of his actions because he is going to move. So he's going to go 1, 2 into this alley. And because, why not have a interaction with the dog? Woof woof. A dog digs through the trash. There might be something valuable among the garbage. So, this is our second action. Let the dog sniff your hand. Pet the dog. Get out of the way, mutt. Well, I'm not going to do get out of the way, mutt. Pet the dog or let the dog sniff your hand. I'll pet the dog. If we let the dog sniff our hand, it might just bite it. So let's pet the dog. The dog backs away cautiously, staring at you. It barks once, then takes off into the fog. You see something shiny among the trash that it left behind. Gain the gold key, unique item, then discard this person. So we did find something. Continue. Let's find the gold key. That sounds exciting. It's a unique item. Awesome. Here it is. The gold key. Funnily enough, it's a key. The intricate etched pattern on the key's neck indicates it belongs to an equally fancy lock. Very good. So he's got the key. The gold key. We've got the gold and the silver key. Aren't we doing well? Okay, so that is it for this particular investigator phase. So it's the laugh and chuckle phase coming up. Okay, here we are, the laugh and chuckle phase. So let's end the investigator phase. You are suddenly aware of the awful and unstoppable passage of time, obsessively dwelling on your ultimate mortal fate. Each investigator suffers 2 face-down horror, but will negates. Oh, it's giving us a chance. How very nice of it. Okay, so Harvey went first, didn't he? So he's got 4. He's got 4 will. Come on, Harv. And he gets 3 successes. That's fantastic. We'll take these 3 successes because we will roll them for Joe, who's got 3 will. And he gets 2 successes. Woo! I rock! I rock! Let's continue. Night is coming. You will not be able to conduct your investigation in the dark. It might be wise to review any evidence you have gathered during the day. No immediate effect. And we're back into the investigator phase. What we'll do quickly is no, I don't think we've got any evidence. We'll leave that. We'll leave the evidence until the actual day finishes. Okay, righty-ho. So I will set it up for the investigator phase. Will not be a moment. Our first player is going to be Harvey. Here's Harvey. So he's going to use an action because he's going to have a chat to good old Zadok. So let's press here. Zadok leans heavily against the wall, his eyes unfocused and wide. An investigator with the whiskey common item can offer it to Zadok. Well, unfortunately, we've used it, so he can't have it. We can't offer him the whiskey. We can say, Zadok, are you okay? Or have you noticed anything strange around here? I'm not asking that again. So, Zadok, are you okay? Zadok shakes his head hard, crossing his thin arms. So, got 2 options. They don't have an action icon. So what is the matter? Tell me what is happening here. Let's just say tell me what is happening here. Come on. It's all gone wrong. Something bad is happening. Don't know what yet. Don't want to know. It's too much. He lurches toward you but falls to the warehouse floor and is still. You wait a few moments until Zadok stirs. The old man sits up, leaning against a nearby crate. He begins to dig through his pockets desperately until he produces a small object. Zadok holds it out to you. Take this. Stay safe. You've got to stay safe. His eyes flutter shut as you gently extricate the item from his grip. Gain the Elder Ward common item. Coolness. Right, I'll dig that out. Elder Ward common item. Here we go. So we're certainly getting plenty of items. Elder Ward. Equipment. Roll 1 additional die while a monster is attacking you. That'll be very useful. Excellent. So let's give that to Harvey. And if the game is giving us that, I suspect a monster attack is imminent. Okay, what are we going to do for his second action? Well, for his second action, he may as well get out of this warehouse, I think. So let's move. We'll go 1, 2, and we are out in the alley with Joe. Okay, so that is it for Harvey. Next up is Joe Diamond. And here we are with Joe. So what we're going to do is spend his first action. and he's going to move. He's going to move here. Then he's going to spend his second action to actually look at the door. Remember, he's still got one movement point left. The tarnished silver knob rattles under your hand. This door is locked. You can explore only if you have the silver key unique item. We do have the silver key unique item, but unfortunately it's Harvey that's got it. So what we're going to do is we will cancel. We did one movement point, didn't we? So we're going to do another movement point back. We haven't spent the action to open the door, remember, so we've still got an action left. We're going to trade. So let's see what we want to trade. We will give the gold key to Harvey as well. He'll keep the silver key because we're out of actions now, so he'll look in that room if we can, you know, so he'll use that next turn. And he'll keep the sedatives. He'll give the Elder Ward to Joe Diamond, and Joe Diamond is going to give Harvey a weapon. He's going to give him the crowbar, because I have a feeling that monsters are going to be turning up soon. So at least he's got a crowbar to fight if he has to. So those are the only changes we will make, I think. Yes, we're going to have a Harvey. He's going to have to go in here. So that's what we'll do. It's unfortunate that we didn't have the correct key on the correct person, which is a bit of a bummer. I should have actually just, you know, pressed it before I moved. But that is a lesson learned, because you can press them before it happens. So I should have done that before I actually started my actions. That's a bit of a blow. Never mind. Okay, so what he did was, first action was to move, then he had a look at this and he decided that he couldn't open it, so he moved back. That was his first action, and his second action, they just did a minor trade. So, no! Yes, wasted a bit of a turn there. Never mind. Okay, so that is the end of the investigator phase. Next up is the Mythos phase. And here we are at the Mythos phase. So, get rid of the investigator phase. Oh, we've got to return to the Gilman house. So we didn't. I was hoping to get an extra turn. You return to the Gilman house with a horrible certainty that you have learned all that you could. Clear the board. Tonight you hardly sleep, tormented by all you have learned in the misty town of Innsmouth. Each investigator suffers 3 face-down horror. So that puts Harvey up to 8. He's going to have to use the sedatives, I think. So let's just give these a rubbish shuffle. So there we go. So 1, 2, 3 for Harvey, putting him up to 8. And 1, 2, 3 for Joe Diamond, putting him up to 3. Yes, that's a bit of a downer. Right, I'll just clear the board, won't be a second, and then we can see, we can put the new board out and see what we get. Right, so we've cleared the board. You are unable to shake the conviction that something terrible is coming. There is little time left to stop it. Where will you continue the investigation? Residential area, obviously. Ooh, so here we go. Many of the houses you have seen in Innsmouth have been run down or abandoned. You wander the streets until you find a section that seems mostly habitable. Place the street corner, yard and park pond tiles as indicated. Right, we'll do that. Okay, there we go. Let's continue. So, a patch of flowers has been snapped and bent. Place a search token as indicated. Won't be a second. Just realised I didn't have all the tiles in, but they're in there now. Right, a patch of flowers has been snapped and bent. Place the search token as indicated. We've done that. The front door to a larger brick house has an ornate knocker on it. Place an explore token as indicated. This is going to be Sylvia Marsh's gaff, I bet. Continue. Several children play in the park. Place a person as indicated. Okay, here we are. Children in the park playing. There is an odd shape in the murky waters of the pond. Place a search token as indicated. Well, if anybody's going to search the pond, I recommend it isn't Harvey. Continue. The muted green of the lawns continues into the fog. Place sight tokens as indicated. So we've got one going here. And one up here. Okay, let's continue. And it goes into the investigator phase. I think what we'll do just before we finish is we can have a look at these. So the street continues down past another yard. An investigator in the street corner 1 or yard 1 may reveal the adjacent area. So we'll do that start of next turn. And I suppose this is the same. A glass conservatory looms out of the mist. An investigator in the park pond may reveal the adjacent area. Okay. Cancel. I think all the others. That's just the bent flowers. That's something in the murky pond, and that's a door. Right. Okay. Let's have a quick look at what we have learned. So we shall leave it there. That is the end of episode 11. We've got a bit done. Not as much as I'd like. I would have liked to have got into that back office, but unfortunately we didn't have the key on the right key on the right person, so that kibosh that. We wouldn't have been able to search it anyway, but we would have got an idea at least what sort of search tokens and things were in there, but unfortunately we didn't get to open the door. Okay, so that is it for episode 11. Thank you so much for watching. Thanks for all the subscriptions. Thanks for all the views. Thanks for all the likes and the dislikes. And thank you very much for all the help and support. If you've noticed any errors, by all means flag them up and I will try and fix them before I do the next episode. Anybody who's been across to Board Game Links to upvote the site, thank you so much. And anybody who's done the same at BGG in upvoting any of the videos or commenting on any of the threads, thank you very much. Okay, I hope you join me for episode 12 of Mansions of Madness 2nd edition and Rising Tide. But until then, this is me, Catweazle, signing off. Toodaloo.